Welcome back to Joel's Fact of the Day, where we give you a fact of the day on the day you're wanting this fact. Today's fact is, did you know there are over 23 billion chickens in the world? That's more than 3 times the human race. However, after I'm done, there'll be 0, you die, you stupid... Well, that was Joel's Fact of the Day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back next time with Joel's Fact of the Day. That was a bit weird. If you want to subscribe still, please do, but you don't have to after that. I'm sorry. Let's get on with the video. So in the past, I've done a lot of creative building. For a while, most of the videos on my channel were building in creative. However, recently, I've made a bit of a switch and I've started enjoying survival building a bit more. Whether it's in my vanilla Minecraft Goals series or X-Life, which is a modded series. And speaking of mods, today I'm going to show you some cool mods that are really good for building in survival rather than creative. You're probably thinking, Joel, what's the difference? Well, there's some mods that I think are much better when you use creative modes, such as World Edit, of course, and mods like Chisel and Bits, which can be used in survival, but it's not as easy as it is in creative mode in my opinion. Plus there's mods like Wallpaper Craft, which use up a lot of clay, and I ain't got time for that. So today, I'm going to show you some building mods that I really like, and these mods are all going to be 1.14.4 or later. Now our first mod is called Quark, and this is probably, in my opinion, one of the best building / survival building mods out there. I use this very, very much, and here's why. The insane amount of items it really just adds a load of items, and this here is my number one reason: vertical slabs. Say you're making a pillar, whether big or small. You'd normally use like stairs, maybe some trapdoors and stuff, and it looks pretty good, right? For vanilla, I would be very happy with this. Same with the big pillar, it looks pretty cool. But however, with these vertical planks, you can make this instead. I think this looks awesome. It looks a bit narrower and looks more like a pillar, whereas I feel like this sticks out a bit too much at the top and bottom. And same with here. You can kind of see it's a little bit narrower than the one over here and just looks a bit tidier in my opinion. And you can also mix the stairs in, like so. Get some really like cool looking effects. But it's not the only thing I find them useful for. Say you're building a circle in Minecraft. With vanilla, you could just go for the basic blocks, or you could maybe enhance it a little bit with some stairs, which looks pretty circular, but you could go even further, use some trapdoors to try and make it look even more circular. The one in the center isn't bad. However, with the vertical slabs, I feel like this one here, in comparison to the others, looks way more like a circle because we can use these vertical slabs here. It works better the bigger the circle, as you can see here. This is looking very circular, using some of these vertical planks here and here, along with the stairs and the regular slabs. This mod also adds in a load of different chests to store your items in. They all work like normal chests, they just look a bit different. Plus 5 new colours of tree to find wandering around your world. It also adds in these turf slabs, meaning your terrain can look even neater than before. Leaf piles for decorating around your house. And honestly, quite a lot of stuff that I've just never tried. But one of my favourite things are these glass item frames, which when you put an item in them, disappear, making them see-through. You can use this in some cool ways, such as placing fish on the floor and spinning it around. This mod also adds in some really, really cool redstone stuff. One of the cooler blocks is this here, the Ender Watcher, which when you look at it, emits a redstone signal. So you could use this in some fun ways, such as having it as a way to enter your base. You just simply look at it, walk in, and you're good. And you can do it on the way out as well, although it's a bit tricky. You might have to work out how this works. I've not done the best example. One of my favorites is a chute, which works like a dispenser. However, it doesn't need redstone to work. So you can put your dispensers in there, and it'll just spit them out like so. I'm not sure how this would be used, but I'm sure some smart redstoner would be able to figure it out. We have Gravisand, which when you add a redstone signal to it, decides to fall. Could be pretty useful for something. Say you have 2 minecarts with 2 villages in, and you want to bring them back together. You can now use an iron chain to link the 2. If you push one, the other one will go with it, and they will be linked in a chain. And I'm pretty sure you can just keep adding to this. All the minecarts will go together, etc. We also have the redstone randomizer, which does what it says on the tin. It will emit a random redstone signal, either the left or the right. As you can see here, it's like pretty random. It will go just either one randomly. There's no sequence or anything. So this mod really has things for all types of builders, whether creative or using redstone, etc. Our second mod is a mod called Wallpaper Craft. And this mod adds in literally hundreds of blocks. But that's it, they're just blocks. However, as you can see here, there's lots of variants. We have the aura lamp, which, as you can see, glows. Bricks, this checkered pattern, clay pattern, coloured bricks, Damascus green, diagonal dots, the regular dots, this fancy one, this one called floral, which kind of looks like flowers, this ripply one, this solid colour, the stone brick, the stone lamp, which again lets off light, the striped, the frosted glass, the textured glass, the tinted glass, the planks, and the wool. And these blocks are very unique in what you can do with them. If you have them equipped in your inventory, if you hold shift and scroll, they will change in colour. And there's lots of different colours per dye you add in. So this is the green dye, obviously. You can scroll through them and there's lots of different colours, as you can see there. And all these blocks are made with one block. And that is this block here. It's called solid white grey, which is basically what it is. And there's two ways you can craft this block. The easiest way is with cobblestone and regular clay. As you can see here, 4 bits of clay and 1 cobblestone block makes 4 solid white grey. However, if you used smooth stone and 4 blocks of clay, which is equal to 16 regular bits of clay, you get 32 solid white grey, making this method much better. And this actually is already a block, it's just the solid block. As you can see, you can change the colour here of it. But you can change it even further into these blocks you see here with these pattern blocks. So of course we've got the solid pattern block, the lamp, the brick, and they all make kind of sense how you make them. And you also have the die press. As you can see here, you just use a pattern press, which you make with 4 bits of paper and a plank, and you get 4 of these. And you can dye them, you can make patterns out of them, and you can turn these solid white grey blocks you have here into different blocks. So if you add the pattern press, it'll make it a white grey stone brick. But then if you add the red dye, it will make it light warm. So if you make the red stone bricks, as you can see here, it will make these light warm pink, but you can obviously change the color to red, cool pink, etc, etc, making this like really useful, because you can make a gradient really easily. If you just had like a stack of these blocks, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, change it up 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep changing it, and you end up with a pretty cool gradient, as you can see there. And the reason these are my favorite block is because it is so easy to make a load of them. As you can see here, you've got 60 clay blocks and 15 smooth stone, and look how much you get from that. That is ridiculous, and you can convert all this. The pattern presses don't get used up. You can reuse them again, use different dyes, you can use different presses. It truly adds in so many blocks, and it's so easy in survival to make all these. I've been using these a lot in X Life. Definitely would recommend this mod. Now, I may be a bit biased on this next mod as I'm married to the person who made it, but we have Lizzie's flower breeding mod, which I honestly think is a really good mod, and this is why. These are all the vanilla flowers. You often get modded flowers in mod packs, which yeah, can look pretty cool. However, you have to go out and find them, as is the same with vanilla flowers. But thanks to Lizzie's mod, you can breed flowers and grow your own. All you need is an empty pollen jar, which can be crafted really easily with 3 glass panes like so. And once you've got one of these, that's basically all you need. And the way this mod works is once you have your pollen jar, you start off by choosing a colour. This can be any colour from any of these flowers. So some of them are identical, like poppies are the same as red tulips are the same as red rose bushes, as they are all red. But let's choose a colour. Let's say blue with the cornflower. We then get a cornflower pollen jar. We then have to choose how we want the flower to look, and there are 14 different choices here, pretty much one for every flower if you include all the tulips as one flower. So I'll start with my favourite, which is peony. So we've chosen blue, we now choose peonies, we right click, it gives us some seeds, some blue foxglove seeds. These seeds now work like every other seed we have in the game. You need water and you need farmland, as you can see here. You can then just plant these seeds and they will start growing. I'm going to up the tick speed a second so you can see them grow. And there you have it. They grow into some wonderful flowers. Now, when you're in survival mode and you break these flowers, you will get some more seeds. In fact, your seed back plus another seed, which you can then replant. And then these flowers can now be planted anywhere you want, which are brilliant for decorating. And it doesn't just include plants. Let's choose another colour. Let's go for red this time. And let's use it on these blue orchids here. We now get a red clematis seed, which when we plant will spawn in this little wooden fence thing. You'll see the vines grow up the fence, and now we can harvest this like so. We get back another seed, and we also get these vines. And the good thing about these vines is they work like any other vine. You place them on the wall up here and they will eventually grow and spread like regular vines, and you can then harvest them by just clicking them like so and get a load of them. But they aren't the only type of vines we have. Lily of the Valley, which will then give us a bougainvillea seed. I can't pronounce this one. And these vines are slightly different, as you can see here. They are fully the colour of whatever flower you choose. But once again, they work like regular old vines and will grow. And the final vines are the ones from the lilac plants, the jasmine. And these vines don't have as big a flower, so you've got a nice variety there. Now this is a really fun mod because you can grow your flowers in survival, but it just adds in so many different flowers in general. And it's always good to have lots of variety when decorating your gardens, whether you stick to the same colour or you just want loads of different flowers. I won't show you them all, but as you can see, we have lots of different flowers in this mod. Go download it now. Trust me, it's really good. Our final mod today is a mod called Patty's More Stuff. And guess what? It adds in more stuff. What does it add for building? Because yes, it adds in more tools, more armor, more food, but it also adds some cool blocks, such as these kitchen floor blocks, for example, which be really good for decorating a kitchen floor, and they come in every single color. There's these dye blocks, which I think look awesome. So you wanted to make some roads. There's these asphalt blocks, plus the asphalt center. We now have wool, concrete, and terracotta slabs, as well as walls and stairs. This reinforced glass lets in no light and can also hold back withers. It's also kind of weird because you can kind of walk through it. I'm not sure if this is part of it or it's a glitch, but if you shift, stand inside it, I don't know why that allows that to happen. Oh my gosh, where have I gone? It also adds in these glowstone bricks, some fun furnaces, which work better than regular furnaces, some cool lanterns, these ceiling lights, different types of fences like wool fences. One of my favorite things, these storage crates, which not only look cool, but also have the same capacity as like a double chest, pretty much. And one thing I use on Lex Life a lot is this infinity water bucket, which is combining 2 water buckets together in a crafting table. You can just place water forever. Combine this with all the other things this mod adds, it's definitely worth checking out. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing off 4 really useful survival mods and getting a little behind the scenes of the mods we use on X Life. That's it for this video though. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. I shall see you another time. Goodbye.